big game in Serie A. We said it before. Milan had to win against Roma to stay 5 points behind Napoli, and they were 2-0 up with 10 minutes to go down. And then...
Honestly, call the polizia. There was a robbery in San Siro. There was an absolute robbery.
But you know that Roma, the only thing they're good at is set pieces.
Yes.
Scoring on set pieces. So you knew that.
So the approach to the game from Roma, Salvatore Fotti was in charge because Jose was suspended for the game. So they went, 11 was amazing. The starting 11, you know, Dybala and Zaniolo and Abraham and Pellegrini. So he went quite strong in terms of the personnel. But minute 1, Roma back off and say to Milan in San Siro, you can have the ball. So fast forward to 20 minutes, they sat off, you can have the ball. Embarrassing from Roma. Get to 30 minutes, 1-0 down. 45, same scenario. So I expected the coach to make a change in terms of their aggression, their attitude in the second half. 46 minutes, just 1 minute into the second half, defensive, right? Nothing, offered nothing. Man. Fast forward to 70 minutes, 2-0 down. Milan cruising, closing the gap on Napoli. All of a sudden, nothing really happened, but there was an incident where Roma got a corner. Only thing they'd really done in the game was set plays. They got a corner. Abania scores on 87 minutes. Still thinking it might be twitchy, might be nervy for Milan.
But still, I would have expected. I mean, I knew the score when I watched the game after, so not live. So I knew the final score. But I still thought, okay, if you go 2-1 down, if you're Milan, but you momentum, should know how to run it to sort of like run the clock.
You should do. But it's a weird thing, momentum in football. The momentum went against them because at 2-0 they were cruising on 86. 87 has got to 2-1, so you're thinking, right, you know, 5 minutes, 6-7 minutes of injury time. They should have enough if they can get back on the ball. Roma just launched it. They launched it in the box. They somehow got a wide free kick, which it was a free kick, and they put a delivery in. Matic, one of the substitutes, got a header. Goalkeeper made the save. Abraham scored from 1 yard in like seconds to go. So it was like Milan not managing the game, but it was not really any fault of Milan. It was just the momentum shifted completely away from them.
Remember the Salernitana game the week before where they were 2-0 up and then it went back to 2-1 at the 83rd or 84th and then the end was a little bit rocky.
But Roma, honestly, Roma were horrendous.
They could not do 3 passes together.
They were
for
awful.
For the whole game.
For the whole game, for 86 minutes. They were their approach and their style. Abraham never got a kick. Zaniolo got taken off. He never got a kick. Dybala struggled in the game. He looked a little bit heavy. But they were terrible. Their approach and closing down was awful, and as I said, it was an absolute robbery.
Yeah, and you know what? Before the game, Thiago Pinto, the sporting director, who's obviously very close to Mourinho, which I get, but also said like, listen, our performances with the ball, our style, will have to improve in the second half of the season. Well, you know, good luck because Bologna were better than them last week. And Milan, were better than them. This, as you said, the point was a smash and grab. It was, I don't know, it was crazy.
I mean, before you even get into the finances, there's a finance report that was published last week about Roma, and they lost, I think, 220 million euro in COVID. Last year, they lost about 219.
I know, man. They need Champions League badly.
And Jose's going to moan. His contract's up in 18 months' time. He's going to want a brand new contract. They've got players on big salaries. Yes. And they missed an opportunity I say missed, they got a point in my mind. I still lost the game because we're terrible. But they got a point to go a little bit closer to Inter, who were in fourth. But the performance was so worrying and so bad.
That has to improve.
It was horrendous.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.